All right, one critical part of creating mixes that have depth is taking stuff out. If I have a bunch of guys talking at once, then I don't get to hear anybody. So same thing, if I have two low voices talking at the same time, I need to create separation or avoid overlap so that I can hear those things at the same time. And no more critical area than kick drum and bass. In most cases, the bass drum is going to be below the bass. So the kick is going to be below in modern music. In early rock and roll and stuff, the bass was lower than the kick drum, and still today in jazz, the kick drum would be higher. So how do we figure out how to effectively eliminate these overlaps and figure stuff out? So here's the context of the song. This gradual drone is a very low endy bass area, and then the drums are going to come in here, and just listen very carefully to the low end and see if you can hear anything that we need to correct. Okay, so my main kick drum is right there. And here's my bass. Command select the solo. Okay, and they're in each other's way, whether you can hear it or not. You might be able to hear it. All right, so I'm going to use two tools. The first one is only available in Audio Suite, so I apologize in advance if you don't have Audio Suite. If you're working on Lite or the other versions. It's a utility called Spectrum, and it's just this guy here. And basically, it can tell us the frequency of this particular drone bass. If I double-click this thing, it comes right up. And I can get in here. You can get in here and mess around and see what it does. There's a line mode. So you can see that most of my energy is right around 100 hertz on my bass line, right in the middle of where the kick drum sits. And this mode here, this ST mode, forget what it stands for, but you can use your help menu. This will show you the in terms of the scale. So if you're ever in question about what a certain note is, this is an F, so C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. So it's right there. And it just so happens that my kick drum is an E using Spectrum as well. Okay, I can actually change what I end up seeing, create my 0 dB line lower. Okay, so there is, let's go ahead and put another one of these on the kick drum master. Okay, so here's the master of the kick drum. Okay, and let's take a Spectrum out here, do the same thing. And sure enough, my kick drum is right in there. Okay, so I need to figure out a way to get these things separated. First of all, on EQ8, which is found, right up in here, boom, there is a little mode called Audition that is just fabulous. And here's basically what it does. If I select Audition, I can actually hear, when I touch down, I can hear what frequencies these little nodes are. I can enable all these nodes, as a matter of fact. Okay, and in any case, you don't want too much energy down super low. Okay, so that's using Audition. And now let us work on these two together. Okay, so I've got my drum bus and my gradual drone. I'm going to grab an EQ8, stick it before the spectrum, stick it in Audition mode. And you can hear the tonality of this thing coming right out. And if I take this off and just the kick drum, and I can get one out of the way of the other. Listen carefully. And there's a real and offensive kind of a hum and a honk right here. And I can just take this and keep working on these if I want to steepen up the cue to be more surgical. And I don't think these are doing anything up here. There's a little bit of tonality there at 1K. I'm gonna see if I can grab that. Steepen this cue right up. There's nothing there, it's just an overtone. Maybe widen this up. Yeah, it's got a little bit more plectrum than there. Okay, so let's hear the whole group. Turn this up a bit. And bypass in and out of this EQ. Try to decide which is clearer. Okay, so what I've done is I've got this bass line up above the kick drum and let both of them speak in their own frequency area. I did it using Audition mode in EQ8 and also Spectrum.